Manchester Derby has ended with a goalless scoreboard. No one was able to score a goal at the Old Trafford Stadium. Pep Guardiola and Ruben Amorim both shared the points in these particular fixtures of the EPL 2024-2025 season. Well, right now, Manchester City are in 5th position and Manchester United are in 13th position. I am very sure this is not where they want to see themselves, but right now, this is what the EPL table says as at now. 7 matches to go. Will Manchester City be able to qualify straight into the UEFA Champions League next season, or they are going to be lingering their hopes on the supposed 5 teams that will be qualifying into the UEFA Champions League come next season? I really don't know. If you know, I want to hear from you in the comment section. Well, in this particular match for Manchester United, there are 2 players that are the weapon that fashion against Manchester United. The number 1 player is Garnacho, and the second one is Patrick Doku. What in God's name is these 2 players playing for Manchester United? They were really very floppy in this kind of game. They had chances they ought to have converted into goal. They wasted it. They were just playing like players who are not paid weekly. Because especially for Garnacho, I don't know what to call him. He played so selfishly that there got to be a time where he ought to pass the ball. He takes the ball and blow it in a wrong direction. I am so very devastated watching Manchester United play like this. I actually rooted for Manchester United. I really don't know why, but I rooted for them because the way they tend to play. And there was one player that actually stand out of this Manchester United team, and that is Bruno Fernandes. And I'm sure Real Madrid will be, and they are going to be watching him play the way he played today. They'll be like, oh, we really need to bid for this guy. We really need to press for him to come to Real Madrid next season. If I were you, Bruno Fernandes, please pack your bags and leave Manchester United. Ever since Ruben Amorim came to the club, he has just been lingering from 15 to 14 to 13. Ten Hag actually left Manchester United in 13th position, and that is where they still are right now. As for Manchester City, I don't even know if because Erling Haaland was really not available to play this particular match. I know it's going to be a very tough one for Manchester City, especially when their key striker, Mamouche, as a sub-striker, is really going to be struggling because you are just coming into the EPL. And it takes time for most players to be able to gain their ground and get to their peak to play better for the new team they actually just join, especially in the EPL. It is really hard. You cannot just come from nowhere and boom, you are already in everybody's faces. It takes a lot of time. And that is why in my previous video I said Manchester City might go trophyless this season ever since Erling Haaland went away due to injury. It is really not a good one for Manchester City, especially knowing that they are the defending champion. Right now, they are struggling to at least qualify for the UEFA Champions League next season, because it's really going to be a sad one watching them not qualify for the UEFA Champions League next season. 7 matches to go. And if you check the EPL table, there's a way each team are at the back of others. Like the points away from the top 4 is just little. So everybody are trying as much as possible not to drop points. Chelsea drew today. Now Manchester City actually drew against Manchester United. So everybody are watching their back. Newcastle is going to play. We don't know what the outcome will be. Unfortunately for Nottingham Forest actually lost. So the top 4 race is going to be a tough one for each team that are there. So Manchester City are in a tight corner, especially knowing that they are the defending champion. And this has been a bad season for Manchester City. The only redeeming factor will be if they are able to win the FA Cup this season. They are in the semi-final of the FA Cup 2024-2025 season, and they're going to be playing Nottingham Forest. And you know, Nottingham Forest, the Nuno Espirito Santo team, is really not a team you can really push aside. Yes, they lost their last game, but this is a cup competition, the FA Cup. It's going to be a tough one for Manchester City, especially if Erling Haaland is not back before then. Well, guys, I don't even know if what do they call it? If the divorce case is really telling on Pep Guardiola, because if you look at what has been happening to him this season, it has been rough. Imagine you not doing as better as you did last season and having to get this kind of divorce case where your properties is being shared into half and everything, and the major reason why your partner is leaving you is because you were not able to be available emotionally and physically for your partner, because your partner says you love football more than the family, and now the football you love is not really yielding the way you want to see it to be. It's going to be a tough one for Pep Guardiola, mentally and psychologically. Guys, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think will happen to Manchester City. Would they still at least meet up the top four this season? Let me hear from you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.